Wrestling, Brad Gilmore and Matt Topolsky for the row. And Brad, this week Will Allday returns to action. We have a Texas title defense and so much more. What an action-packed edition of the Reality of Wrestling. And of course, we're going to see Max Humberto defend that Texas title for the first time here in the new year. Catalog for the viewers at home, if you will, how he got the job done against Mantell.
Well, I mean, that was one of the craziest matches that we've seen here in Reality Wrestling history. It's a Texas City street fight, and we saw what happened. The climax was Mantell going through an assortment of steel folding chairs,
yes.
yeah, arranged in such a way, and Max Humberto was able to get that victory. Now, here's the thing, Matt Topolsky. He's going up against tonight against Clay Roberts. We're going to see him go against Clay Roberts. And the thing about Clay Roberts is he has something to prove, and he knows this is the biggest opportunity Booker T and the powers that be have ever given him. And Max Humberto is going to come in here and try to prove that he is the real and true Texas champion.
We're going to find out later on here tonight, but we're going to start the action this week with the Diamonds division that continues to heat up here at the Row.
Introducing first from Nigeria,
Uju making her Reality of Wrestling debut in the Diamonds division. As new competitors continue to show up here at Reality of Wrestling, vying for that Diamonds Championship, which has been a career changer over the years for the female athletes who have captured it.
and her opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Promise Braxton.
Nice ovation for Promise Braxton. New blood being injected here into the Diamonds division. You have to believe that the Renaissance woman is looking on somewhere, sizing up some potential new competition in 2020.
Reality Wrestling really has become a breeding ground for all kinds of female athletes. You got to think about the success that we've had here in the company with superstars like Kylie Ray, Hyon, and of course Ember Moon, all coming from the Reality of Wrestling, and so many more. So you're going to see new women here in 2020 trying to make their name at the blue label of professional wrestling.
Obviously, next week on the Row, that big encounter for the Reality of Wrestling Championship, the Wildcat Sports and Entertainment title and the Hurricane Pro heavyweight title as well. All three of those championships will be up for grabs, but still this week, Max Humberto in his first Texas title defense, and Will Allday returns to action here in our main event.
Look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Matt Topolsky, that could be over right there.
The end cover here. One, two.
Kick out by Uju right there. And very awesome offense by Promise Braxton. No hair pulling here.
Well, Uju warming something up there, Brad. Telegraphs that in the corner.
Oh!
Sidewalk slam from Uju. Pin attempt. Two. Kick out.
Now Uju staying on the offensive, trying to slow down Promise Braxton, who for a moment there I thought could have won this match with that diving, almost RKO-like maneuver. Now she got her up in a fireman's carry, man.
Promise.
She might not look like it, but she's got a lot of power.
I think Uju might have just a little bit more.
Look at that, though. Promise getting right back up. Oh! An STO.
Cover here. Uju in her Reality of Wrestling debut looking to take home the W. The kick out. confident once again.
It's not Thanksgiving, but she's looking to give Promise a big serving of yams. As she tries to get back in this thing.
It's not Thanksgiving.
It's not. Oh, wait, swing and a miss. Oh, she caught on the back. She caught on the back.
Well, it's not Christmas either, but that might be a late present. Shot right to the back of the head. And Promise now stringing together some offense for the first time in this match.
It was just that big diving maneuver. This is the best that we've seen her. Oh, wait, look at that. That got to be all.
1, 2, 3. She got it.
Here is your winner, Promise Braxton.
Promise Braxton that took 90% of the offense in this opening bout this week on the road, but it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And how she finishes in her reality of wrestling debut is with a dub. Your winner, Promise Braxton.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nancy Perez, and I'm here backstage with Clay Roberts. Clay, how are you feeling heading into your very first title match against Max Humberto for the Texas Championship?
Nancy, I'm excited. I'm exuberant. I mean, the Bama-bred, Texas-trained kid from Skipperville is going after his first title, the Texas title. Can you believe it? It is crazy. I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that believes this stuff, but you know that's okay because I believe anyone can do whatever they put their mind to, right? I believe a man can go to Mars. I believe a woman can be president, right? And I believe a Skippervillian, if that's what you want to call us, can be the Texas champion. But to prove that, I have to go through Max Humberto. And he's a mean son of a gun. The brother's got a mean streak a mile long. He's got hands of stone, manos de piedra, and he knows how to use them. But you see, despite all that, I still think, no, I know I can beat Max. Because Max, it only takes 3 seconds for me to find a pin that you can't kick out of. It only takes a second for me to find a submission that you can't escape. And it only takes an instant for my heel to connect with your head, knock you out cold, and prove that the best technician in Texas should be the Texas champion.
Man, I can't even believe this guy, man. I mean, now he won't stop texting me. He won't stop calling me, blowing me up every hour of the day, bro. Like, I mean, am I tripping or what? Like, I mean, I've been solid from the jump. I've been 10 toes since day one, man. I live, fly, death, die, fly, death, bro. I mean, he can't have my back like I had his. Like, that makes him selfish, right?
Man, what are you talking about? From where I'm sitting, you're the selfish one, all right? Look, that's your brother right there. I mean, he's had your back since day one. I mean, I think it's time for you guys to just go ahead and end it. Hey, it's time for you to grow up, man. Think about it.
Grow up.
Gentlemen, please welcome to the commentary table, Braxton.
Well, Brad Gilmore, this is a surprise. Rex Andrews coming out here, and I think he's going to join us at ringside for this next matchup.
All right, well, here he is. Former reality of wrestling champion. How's it going, sir?
He is the precision tactician. Have a seat, my friend.
Former reality wrestling champion, of course, Texas champion, television champion. Rex Andrews joins us in 2020.
Am I live?
You are.
Okay,
You are
great.
live.
This is live.
We were reciting your resume, and if we continued, the match would be over.
Oh man, that's true. Yeah, this is it's an exciting time. It's 2020, guys. New year, new opportunities, new challenges. Right? I'm seeing what the opportunities are, where the championships lie. Right? So this Texas championship match. Let's see what's going on. Right?
All right,
There
well,
it
we're gonna
is.
Find out.
The Texas Championship was designed because of Rex Andrews. It's no surprise that He has his eye on it once again, and here comes Clay Roberts, another competitor who also has his eye on that Texas title. We talked about it earlier here tonight, Brad Gilmore. What a monumental opportunity this would be for Clay Roberts to capture the Texas title.
Absolutely, and Rex Andrews, we know, you're familiar with Clay Roberts, both y'all from the great state of Alabama.
Absolutely.
What is your opinion of Clay Roberts as a competitor?
Now listen, man, a lot of people underestimate this guy. He is a technical wizard. He spends all day, every day. He's in the gym training, and he's a bit of a local legend, man. He's a former arm wrestling champion, jiu-jitsu competitor. He's been around the block, man. You gotta keep your eye on Clay Roberts.
Max Humberto shocked the reality of wrestling world, but perhaps no one was more shocked at the outcome of his opportunity at Christmas Chaos than Mantell when he suplexed Mantell through a cavalcade of carnage. And when he crash landed through those chairs, Max Humberto became Texas champion.
Here's the next phase of Max Humberto's career. Rex, you know better than anybody. It's one thing to win a championship, it's another to defend that championship.
That's right.
What must be Max Humberto's mindset coming into this match?
Now listen, I've been in the ring with Max before. He's always been powerful, he's always been strong, and that's what brought him to the title. But like you said, being a champion is a whole different ball game. He knows now, like Clay Roberts has had an opportunity to prepare for this match. He's had his eye on Max. He's got to know that he's got to mix it up in there. He can't stick to what's brought him to the show.
All right, here we go.
This matchup is for the Reality of Wrestling Texas Championship, a division that has become the fighters division in Raw. There is no question about it. The heavy hitters of Reality of Wrestling have gravitated to this division like a fly to an open flame.
See, look at that. Clay Roberts trying to mix it up already, avoiding the power of Max, moving around him, looking good. There we go.
Rex, you pointed out the technical ability of Clay Roberts early. It looks like he's doing more than just trying to grab the wrist. He's going for a full arm wrap here. But can he out-wrestle Max Humberto considering the strength advantage Max has?
Listen, you get the right angle on a joint, 7 pounds of pressure can pop an arm out. That's all it takes. If he just gets the right angle, catches Max in the right moment, that could be it.
Max Humberto.
You guys have seen it firsthand. Max
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Just tossing him around. Arm wrestling champion or not, Max Humberto is throwing around Clay Roberts.
Well, we saw what Max Humberto did to Mantell, and Mantell is no small man. I think you can definitely attest for that, Rex Andrews. Max Humberto, his strength. There are very few rivals for the Reality of Wrestling right now.
Absolutely, and over this last year, he's definitely learned how to use that strength more effectively. It's brought him to that championship.
You're absolutely right. We've actually seen Max Humberto 2019 grow. Not only in size.
Look at this, a gorilla press!
He's gonna get Clay all the way up. Look at him. Oh my goodness.
Amazing show of strength to retain the Texas title, kick out at 2.5.
See right there, that's where Max Humberto slips. Instead of staying on his opponent, he's looking at the referee. He wants it already to be over instead of working to get that finish.
Clubbing blows to the back, followed up with a boot party from the new Texas champion.
You see he's got that championship confidence that we always talk about. It can actually go one of two ways. It can either make you better or it can hinder you because you think you're better already.
Pin attempt here to retain the Texas title. Clay Roberts slips out the back door.
And you heard that grunt of frustration coming from Max Humberto. Probably not the thing that you want to do in a championship
That's it.
match.
You want to stay level-headed. You want to keep your eye on the prize here. See that? He almost let Clay get that moment of opportunity.
What is Clay Roberts attempting here, Rex?
He's trying to get... see, that's what I'm talking about. That's that joint manipulation. If you have no base, you have no power. So it's smart of Clay to go after that knee, attack that thigh like that.
Game plan for Clay Roberts, obviously clear. Break the big man down. Oh my gosh.
You don't want to do that, guys. You don't want to open your face up to an open hand slap.
You think?
From someone as powerful as
1,
Max.
2. Wow, and almost slapped Clay Roberts into 2021 right there, but a kick out at 2 3/4.
spoke about it a minute ago, Rex. Of course, the Texas Championship and the whole division really was created around you.
Absolutely.
And you're out here scouting champions. I mean, do you have your eye on Max Humberto or whoever wins this match?
Yeah.
Would you like to get back in the Texas title picture?
I'm seeing where's the biggest challenge? What's the biggest opportunity? I took that Texas Championship to over 15 different states, defended all over the country. To do that again, that's another opportunity, right? I'm just scouting what's out there. Max Humberto, that's a hell of a challenge.
Well-placed elbow there from Clay Roberts to the Texas champion.
Of course, speaking of championships, we have that big winner-take-all match going on next week here on The Reality of Wrestling.
That's that moment there where Clay Roberts tried to use that power. Not going to work on Max Humberto. Oh, nice reversal. Clay goes downstairs to that wounded knee. Look at the top and drops that heel on the top of Max Humberto's head. Will it be enough to capture the Texas title? No. The match rolls on.
Close but no cigar on that one.
Rex, how important is it for a new champion? You've been in this position many times throughout your career to get that first monkey off your back and get that first retention of the championship.
Well, look at this.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Hold the phone there for a minute. It could be over right here. No.
Clay Roberts staying alive. To your point, Matt, it's all about that momentum. You getting to the championship's one thing, but the clock resets. Everything starts from scratch. You have to get that momentum, build up that confidence, get those retentions underneath your belt.
Max Humberto right now jawing with the official. That will not help him retain.
You never want to make an enemy out of the referee.
Look at this, though.
There we go.
Oh, wait, Clay. He's got him in a sleeper mat. Or he's almost got it locked in. I think he's got as much as he can get around that tree trunk neck.
Clay Roberts has looked to crawl through every window of opportunity in this matchup.
That might be all right.
But the window just closed. Still Texas champion.
Here is your winner and still the Texas champion, Max Humberto.
A valiant effort from the challenger, Clay Roberts, this week on the row. But Max Humberto gets his first title defense. And perhaps, and only Max Humberto and you, Rex Andrews, know for sure, there could be a meeting between you two in the future.
And you guys said it earlier, the Texas Championship's the fighters division. At my heart, I'm nothing but a fighter.
Absolutely. Well, that's precision tactician Rex Andrews. Thanks for joining us on commentary.
Thank you, guys.
Big win for Max Humberto, man.
Absolutely. We got more row coming at you next. The return of Will Allday.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nancy Perez, and I'm here backstage with Will Allday. Will, tonight in the main event, you face Rudy Garza. How prepared are you for that?
So this Rudy Garza, he runs with this little group called the Renegades, they call themselves. And I guess he's asked his mom or his lawyer or his mom's lawyer or his sugar daddy or whoever for a chance to prove himself tonight against the best reality wrestling has to offer. I'll say this about Rudy. He's been pretty impressive since his debut. He's got a big mouth, and he may have bit off a little more than he can chew, but impressive nonetheless. Rudy, if you want to go against the top guy, if you want to go against the main event, if you want to go against Will Allday, I say let's rock and roll, baby. Rudy, I respect how you bet on yourself, because that's how I got where I am today. It may have been a little different than how, say, Q went about his business, but I digress. Rudy, tonight, in the main event, you go one-on-one with Will Allday. I hope you're ready, Rudy. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
For months and months and moons and weeks and days and years, I have been away. I was put in a body bag. And that is where I was supposed to rest for the last time. In my absence, Legion failed time and time again, and my soul couldn't rest. I do not expire. I am forever. I have watched kingdoms rise and fall. I have stared into the face of the man from Galilee and introduced myself. I am Legion, and I will be stronger than ever. For I have finally found somebody who does not have to take direction. I have finally found somebody who do not have to order around every moment. I finally found somebody that is my equal.
We are a legion. No leaders, no kings.
Trust me.
Welcome back to the reality of wrestling. And Brad, next week right here on the show, we're going to see that highly anticipated rematch between Ryan Davidson and Brian Keith. And from what we both understand, it is now going to be a title-for-title affair next week in the main event.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Davidson, he's the Wildcat champion and the Hurricane Pro champion. He's going to be putting up both of those championships to get another shot at Brian Keith for the Reality Wrestling Gold.
But coming up next is the return of Will Allday, returning to active competition here at the Row. But Brad, Rudy Garza is his opponent this week. And without bearing the lead, Rudy Garza from the Renegades of Wrestling is still undefeated in singles competition here at the Reality of Wrestling. Could you imagine what it would do for his stock price if he were to defeat Will Allday?
It put him in the championship conversation instantly, immediately, and that's why Rudy Garza is going to try to throw everything except for the kitchen sink at Will Allday in our main event.
It's Rudy Garza. It's Will All Damn Day, and it's next.
Following contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 165 pounds, representing the Renegades, Rudy Garza.
A group of ostentatious young men who are attempting to take over the reality of wrestling. They are the Renegades of wrestling, and this young man is quickly emerging as their centerpiece, Rudy Garza, who, might I add, is still undefeated here at the Row.
Very impressive has Rudy Garza been. We haven't seen a whole lot of him, but what we have seen, Matt Sapolsky, you're right, he is undefeated. He's on a roll, and right now he's got a big, big challenger.
Opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 185 pounds, Allday.
The Row Nation has awaited his in-ring return, and they wait no longer. Will Allday is back.
About to say the same thing. I couldn't even hear myself think. Will Allday, television championship or not, still a phenomenally popular star. And our cameraman just got.
We had Will Allday visit with us a few weeks ago right here at ringside for a matchup between the Mysterious Q and Eric Lockhart, with Will Allday's former television championship on the line. And Will Allday discussed his special relationship, his bond, if you will, that he has formed with the Row Nation. It is like nothing that we have seen since, dare I say, the mysterious Q. And champion or not, this crowd is firmly behind Will Allday.
Oh, look at that. Wow. What an arm drag. And Rudy Garza, who still hasn't even been on the Reality of Wrestling roster for a full year. I mean, he just made his debut in singles here, less than 6 months ago at Reality of Wrestling. Could really put himself in a big spot, man. Allday looking for that knee.
Rudy Garza has his work cut out for him.
And these two men, both known for their high agile offense.
Unreal athleticism here. These two. Wow, Rudy Garza sending a message there to Will Allday.
I like the attitude, Matt. Gonna be honest with you. To be a champion, you gotta think that you can be a champion. And Rudy Garza, one thing that he definitely does not lack is confidence.
Rudy Garza, unlike Will Allday, really doesn't care what these fans think of him, and he just proved it right there. Arm drag out of the corner, make it 2. Make it 3 from Rudy Garza.
Rudy Garza, again, I like the confidence, but don't take your eye off the ball here. Will Allday is one of the very best here at Reality of Wrestling, and I don't know if taunting him is always the best way to go.
Garza looks like he walked into a door right there. Perfectly executed drop kick from Will Allday, who now helps himself to a hammock.
Oh!
Cheap shot right there from Rudy Garza, coming off the clean break. Gotta give Garza a lot of credit, Brad. He has been just a split second ahead of Will Allday in the majority of this matchup. You gotta wonder if that few weeks of a layoff here for Allday has contributed to this at all.
Look at that, though. Will Allday, that tilt-a-whirl head scissor.
Look out, nosebleed.
Oh, good Lord. Launching himself like a rocket here in the Space City, right into Rudy Garza. And Allday now stalking a member of the Renegades. Oh, but Garza had it scouted, man.
Oh, and Rudy Garza now going to work on the back of that knee. And another shot there from Rudy Garza. Garza, who has begun to establish himself as the real leader of these Renegades of Wrestling, making a statement here in our main event against Will Allday.
Now Allday getting back inside the ring for the count of 10. And Rudy Garza, oh man, and a big knee. And Matt, this could be the moment that Rudy Garza's been waiting for.
Well-placed high knee, follows it up with double knees right there to the sternum. Rudy Garza, 1, 2, the biggest win of his career. Wow. Not yet.
Close, but no cigar there. reversed by Allday, the former champ.
Back down on that knee again.
And that's that knee that he actually utilized that flying knee with. Rudy Garza still on the offensive here, Matt.
Well, I'll tell you what, now a little grounded pound here from Rudy Garza. It's not legal, but he will push the envelope. And you gotta like Garza's odds against Will Allday if Allday is on one leg.
Absolutely. And I gotta give it up for Rudy Garza, man. Coming into 2020, trying to make a name for himself, doing so, showing up in a big match situation, no outside interference, no other help. He's just taking it to Will Allday.
From up top. Oh. Where it comes from, where this reserve gas tank exists for the former TV champion, I don't know, but that spine buster could be the final punctuation point here. Oh, look at that. Sending Rudy Garza face first to the center of the ring. Cover 1, 2. Garza slips out. How quickly the momentum can shift. As quick as the lightning found on the trunks of Will Allday, who is now channeling the energy of this crowd here at the World Gym Arena.
Well, he's looking for it, Matt. He's looking for that flying knee.
Oh! Allday sprints into a bicycle kick, followed by a second. Rudy Garza now. Flying forearm. Will Allday, who looked like he may have been finished just seconds ago. Unbelievable! Unreal! Athleticism defying gravity!
What did we just see? And now Rudy Garza taunting Will Allday.
Well, I'll tell you what, no CGI required here! And then Rudy Garza is turned inside out like a bed sheet! We're going to need more gears in this transmission. What a matchup, and now the knee pad comes down.
Looking for that move that he calls the autograph.
Oh, and he hit it! I'll tell you what! In an era full of selfies, he's still putting pen to paper, or in this case, knee to brain box. Will Allday connects flush with that autograph, and now he's heading to the top.
Wait a minute. Oh, look, Matt Topolsky. It's the Renegades. The Renegades of wrestling. Renegades of wrestling.
Well, Allday here. Get ready to hit out. Look out! Look out! Two cutter! Good God in heaven! Where the hell did he come from?
And there he goes.
Wait a second now!
1, 2. Rudy Garza just won.
Here is your winner, Rudy Garza.
What the hell just happened?
If you blinked and you missed it, Mysterious Q somehow got into the ring. Hit Allday with a Q cutter. But Rudy Garza just beat Will Allday.